Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. In this particular painting, I'm going to be painting over this older painting I did not like. And this was actually one of my very first bloom recipe swipes on a canvas. And so I'm using up some paint, some old paint. I believe that's Pebeo iridescent right there. And that's Coral Berry by Colourarte. So that white paint that I have laid down is my house paint, which is just a pillow paint. This is using Sheleeart's recipe. This is Prussian Blue by Amsterdam that we're laying down here. I have significantly sped up this video for you. I believe that's Greenish Blue by Amsterdam. And this is Wine and Roses by Colourarte, which is one of my favorites. I believe this is a 12 by 12 inch level 1 canvas. I have taken Sheleeart's Sheleeart course, and I absolutely recommend it. I believe that's Teal by Glidden or Turquoise Blue by Amsterdam, one of the two. And I totally recommend the course if you haven't taken it. I did post a link below, so you can use my coupon code and save 15% off the course cost. Last time I checked, the Australian dollar was a little bit low too, so it's a little bit more cost effective to take it right now. And then you get great access to a really great group of people that can really help you in your journey. But it really does take your art to another level. I'm still learning, so I'm by no means an expert, but it's been a really great journey for me. I believe that pale color was Firefly by Primary Elements. Don't quote me, but I believe so. And that is most likely Robin's Egg by Primary Elements. Again, I'm just using some paints up here in this swipe. This is 24 karat gold by Deco Art. I tend to lay down too many colors, but it's okay. Sorry about my head getting in the way there. I'm using a white cell activator, which I put the description in the description box, but it's 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part Amsterdam titanium white. My pouring medium in this particular painting is also Shelley's recipe, so it's 3 parts untinted base paint to 1 part Sonja's gloss varnish. So instead of pouring down my cell activator, I'm actually dipping that little paint swatch card in my cell activator and then swiping. I really like doing that. It feels like you can control it better, and I like the effects that you get from having multiple different swipes. It doesn't take much. The one downside is sometimes you end up with some space in between swipes, and depending on how much you tilt or if you spin out your piece, that can create a lot of negative space. I did one the other day on the spinner, and it created some really bizarre looking space. You couldn't even really tell it was a swipe by the time it was done. It's still sort of pretty, but my objective in this was to kind of use the teals and the orangey colors together, which sort of panned out, but that Wine and Roses color sort of created a background by the time we tilted it all. What's fun about Shelley's recipe is sometimes you can paint right over other paintings. Like that painting under there is varnished and everything. I just didn't like it. So instead of wasting another canvas on a practice, I just used one that I didn't like that much. So it's really important to wipe off your card after each time because you don't want to dip that paint back in your cell activator. And now this piece is actually available for purchase. It's a 12 by 12 level 1 canvas, and it has already been resined, and it's on our social media. I believe I have a clip of it at the end of this video too. But what I love is those primary elements create like this opalescent negative space. You can't even begin to capture it in the video. I'm kind of deliberately breaking up the line in the middle so it's not a perfect line. I kind of like that. But it honestly dried really beautifully. And the resin just highlights those beautiful iridescent color shifting colors. We got some really nice cells. Sorry, I'm kind of in and out of the frame. Not very good at staying in the frame. I would really love it if you would like the post and subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Our social media links are below. Would love it if you'd follow us there. And in just a moment, toward the end of this video, we'll have a little snapshot of what it looks like resined and finished for you. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a great way to use up some of your paint too. If you just mix up a lot and you need to use it up because it's getting too thick, it's a great way to use it. And for me it was a win because I didn't like the painting before and I like this one, so I think it turned out really beautiful. Alright, and this is that painting under resin. You can see the opalescent, beautiful primary element.